Hey everybody, welcome to this A2 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. Before we start, remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and follow us on Instagram. You ready? So today I'm going to talk about museums. This is an interesting topic because there are many different types of museum with different types of art. Some people aren't that interested in visiting museums, and other people are fascinated with museums. Personally, I enjoy visiting museums if they're cheap or free, if they have some historical importance, or if they have my preferred style of art. But I don't like going to just any museum, and I don't like spending many hours at the museum. So let me tell you about a couple of my favorite museums I've been to. The most famous museum I've been to in the Prado in Madrid. We actually got in for free because they allow people to enter in for free in the late afternoon. The Prado is the big museum with a ton of really important art and in particular Spanish art. The museum has some of the most famous paintings from famous Spanish artists of the past like Velázquez and Goya. Some of the coolest work of art in the Prado are the big painting of war and battle scenes. I spent a lot of time just staring at these paintings. Okay, another famous museum that I've been to is the Gallery of the Academy of Florence. This museum is well known for one reason, Michelangelo's statue of David. This is the main reason why people go to this museum because the other art in this museum isn't that famous. We're able to get in for free because we went during one of the free weeks at the museum has during the year. It was pretty cool to see such a famous work of art in person. Also, since we got the museum early in the morning, there wasn't a big crowd of people surrounding the statue. We were actually some of the only people there when we got to the statue. So let's talk about some of the other famous museums around the world. Perhaps the most famous museum in the world is the Louvre in Paris. I've never actually been inside the Louvre, but I've been to the entrance before. The entrance is especially famous because of its iconic pyramid shape. Tourists love taking creative pictures. Another really famous museum is at the Vatican in Vatican City. I've also been to this museum before, but I didn't really like it that much. The most iconic work of art in this museum is the Sistine Chapel, which was painted by Michelangelo. One really important museum in Italy is the Uffizi Gallery. The Uffizi Gallery has the greatest collection of Renaissance painting. I didn't get a chance to visit this gallery when I was in Florence because I didn't have a lot of time there. Okay, one more famous museum in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. This is the largest museum in America and it had a huge amount of European and American art. Alright, that's all for today. Leave a comment and tell me what your favorite museum is. And remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and follow us on Instagram for more English tips and lessons. I'll see you next time.